unstoppable. 4 times they blasted for touchdowns down deep as the Steel Curtain and Franco Harris combined to crush the Bears 34-3. By Baltimore's linebackers. But the Patriots quarterback Jim Plunkett beat their blitz with a quick pitch out to Andy Johnson, who outraced the Colts to the sideline, then dashed upfield for 66 yards. Johnson's touchdown clinched New England's first victory of the year, 21-10. With his worst defeat ever. By the end of the game, the Jets were in worse shape than New York City's finances as 41-year-old Earl Moore, white-shirted ghost, came out of the past to terrorize the New York Jets. The Miami Dolphins of 1972 and 73 returned in their world championship form to overwhelm the Jets 43-0.
Jim Hart squeezed off a 6-point salvo to Jackie Smith in the Eagle end zone. The 13-year veteran made his only other pass. Poor execution, fumbles, and dropped passes plagued Roman Gabriel's offense, as only twice did the Eagles emerge from their labyrinth of mental errors to enter the St. Louis end zone. And as the Eagles were destined to learn, a sputtering 2-touchdown offense would offer little contest to the consistent and balanced offensive machine that St. Louis Cardinal quarterback Jim Hart directed last. And welcomed the fourth quarter with his second touchdown, and the Oilers led for the first time 13-10.
Quarterback James Harris threw for 2 touchdowns. Tight end Bob Klein ran unmolested through the Falcons secondary for 1 score, and Harris rifled a second 6. Bengal cornerback Ken Riley had been shaken up, and Ken Stabler went right for the jugular of his rookie replacement Marvin Cobb, number 24. Marvin Cobb's first play as an NFL pass defender would be tough to improve upon. But later he capped off a scintillating debut with another interception. As Coach Paul Brown said afterward, we know now that we don't have to be afraid to use Marvin Cobb. 2 Fran Tarkenton touchdown passes, 1 to setback Ed Marinero, were enough to gain victory as Minnesota remained unbeaten through 5 games. On offense, Kansas City was almost as lifeless as San Diego. This play-action pass from Mike Livingston to rookie tight end Walter White was their only touchdown, but it was enough to help outscore the winless Chargers 12-10 and give Kansas City their second straight victory.
Due to 49er quarterback Norm Snead's pistol hot hand in the first half. In one 55-second period, number 16 completed 2 scoring strikes, both targeted for wide receiver number 18, Gene Washington. In all, Mr. Snead burned the Saints secondary 3 times, the last of which went to number 80. Number 24, Del Williams, showed when he demonstrated his talent for toting the football. Number 24's improvisation added yet another touchdown to San Francisco's tab, and at game's end, the 49ers stood convincingly on top, 35-21. 4, Tom Mitchell, and covered 60 obviously fatiguing yards. San Francisco's offense was not entirely propelled by Norm Snead's artillery, however, as 18 points on the board, 7 of which came when Wilbur Jackson's fumble was scooped up by defensive back Tom Myers, who scrambled 23 yards to the San Francisco goal. But the Saints' defensive star glimmered only briefly last Sunday. Largely, though, the quest for consistency was proving bitterly elusive to New Orleans head coach John North. Number 13, Larry Sippa's pass to number 27, Rod McNeil, was the Saints' only offensive score, and it came irrelevantly in the game's last 30 seconds. More positively, the Saints'
44 for the Hurricanes. And they're off the hook, and Testaverde now with some daylight. Goes big with it. Down the sidelines for Irvin. He's got the ball. He's on his way. Touchdown, Miami. He burned Derek White, the cornerback. 56-yard touchdown pass. Testaverde to Michael Irvin from Fort Lauderdale.
Michael Irvin just stayed wide, Chief, and Testaverde dropped the ball in. Watch the arcs of this football. He knows he's got to lay the ball over the cornerback and drop it in front of inside the safety man. The safety man was nowhere there. It was really his responsibility. Michael Irvin, freshman, 6'2", 195 pounds with blazing speed.
But the defense knows about the deep threat. Second quarter, try it again. Rod Woodson hurt. Alvoid Mays replacing him, and he is toast. Blake to Scott, 47-yard touchdown, 7-0 Cincy.
With everything on it, including East Carolina and Louisville. David Garrard drops the snap. That's all right. Big fella's got a big arm and some quick feet. 15 yards. Pirates on top, 21-10.
Maxwell still over here with Beckham. Some safety help as well. Manning working the other side. It's picked off. Nolan Carroll. Pick 6, Eagles.
And Nolan Carroll picked his pocket easily. Slant route, you see Randall falls down. Eli held the ball, and Nolan Carroll saw it the whole way.
There's nothing left to do.
A nickname for him, Levy? Expect you to
don't have that
research on that.
That was Lisa's voice. Why don't you ask her? Here's 1st and 10. Kyler Murray, a deep shot, got a man, and it's caught. Christian Kirk, how about 80 yards to the house, just like that. Speaking of bullet, Bob Hayes, touchdown, Cardinals.
Down 5. 5 out of 11 on 3rd down. Iamaleava, end zone, diving attempt, and it is caught for a touchdown. Chris Brazel puts Tennessee back on top.
What an effort by Brazel. The ball is perfectly placed. Does he secure it? Looks like he does. Ball's in the air. Got both hands on it. Ball moving just a hair, but I think he's got firm control as he goes to the ground.
I agree with you.
Just a tremendous catch by Brazel.
Transfer from Tulane. 3rd team All-American Athletic Conference last year when he caught 44 balls at 5 touchdowns. This will be his biggest catch as a Tennessee Vol if it stands. And he even caught it after King Mack grabbed his face mask for a moment, spun his head around.
Unbelievable.
To your point, hands under the ball as he goes to the ground. And what makes me think, and there's a face mask grab. What makes me think it's a catch, too, is the official, the back judge on the back line. He has that view of it, and he deemed it a touchdown. And I think it's going to stand.
After